It's the Jobbers Tears podcast.
Go. Welcome, fellow jobbers, to our WrestleMania pre-show episode of the Jobbers Tears podcast. As always, I am Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black and Leo in the background taking some photography. We want to thank the team at BCW. They had their 3-year anniversary show this past Friday. It was our honor to be a part of that and to be a part of their podcast role with A Shot of Wrestling, Eye Pokes and Head Chokes, Ramblemania, and so many other people around, the wrestlers, Austin Theory, Darius Carter, Faye Jackson. So shout outs, and once again, happy anniversary to BCW. We hope to continue to work with you guys and do some really fun and exciting things this year. Happy WrestleMania, pre-WrestleMania week. It is getting now it's getting exciting. Like now I feel like we're in that week.
Kofi Mania
realm of being excited about WrestleMania finally, I think, has hit. And it's starting this Saturday. We will be kicking off WrestleMania week with our brunch and games party at Katra Lounge in the LES, and is being hosted no other by LAX themselves. So we are super, super excited. So we want to actually thank LAX for taking the time because they're actually going to be traveling right after our event.
You're on a progress.
We thank you guys so much for supporting us. So make sure to RSVP at the Jobber Tears podcast at gmail.com. So we are kicking off WrestleMania this Saturday. And then Wednesday, we will be at Battle Club Pro Icons 3 show in Brooklyn at the Sty Dome. It is their all-female show that they are doing during WrestleMania week. It is actually their kickoff to WrestleMania week. So we will be there along with fellow podcasts, True Heels, and other people there. But you have the likes of Savannah Evans, Vanity, Diamante. Blue Pants will be the special guest commissioner. So it's going to be a fun and exciting way to really kick off WrestleMania.
The highly underrated sports page said WrestleMania week is like that family reunion cookout type vibe.
No, it is. It actually is. Like, you have so many people from all over the country, all over the world coming to New York that are fans not only of wrestling, but fans of the podcast, and that has been continuously hitting us up, wanting to do meetups and link ups. So if you are going to be in New York for WrestleMania week, we do highly recommend you come out to Wale Mania, which is going to be the Thursday.
I'm getting fucked up.
Okay.
Off one drink.
Right. I'm like, how many drinks? What happened?
Good.
Oh, okay. I was like, you okay over
Look,
there?
if you guys going to Wale Mania, once again, we're gonna turn into Jobber Mania. Hit me up for his shirts and let me know. You're gonna get this. Come on.
So once again, anyone interested in a Jobber Tears podcast shirt, please send your inquiries to Mr. Black himself. We definitely want to have a well-known presence at Wale Mania, but it gives you guys a great opportunity that are coming to the city, whether it's the first time or for WrestleMania week, to actually meet us in person, because all of us will be there, like rock stars. So it's going to be a great way to kind of get everyone to get to know each other and just have a good time. So once again, any shirts inquiries, hit up Mr. Black. And then Friday, we have our NXT viewing party, where we have how many RSVPs?
You have a good amount of them. Nobody to know.
Okay, fine. You want to keep it a secret, all right. Confidential. But if you're not going to Barclays because it's too damn expensive for NXT TakeOver New York, you can come to Legends. We will be there. And then after NXT, Billy Gunn's Badass Party is happening at Legends too. So make sure you get a ticket. They've been continuously giving actually discount codes for tickets, so just keep me on the lookout for that. But Jobber Tears will be there supporting Billy Gunn and everyone else that will be there. I think Bully Ray's going to be there, Velvet Sky, Angeline Love, Ty Dillinger, and the list will probably go on and on and on because it's Friday night, it's in New York. People are just gonna pop up.
It's gonna be lit! This city's gonna be lit! Why nobody excited here?
I'm excited. I just gotta do a roll call. And then breaking news Saturday, we are actually going to be doing a very intimate viewing party of G1 Supercard. So if you are not going to the Garden for that historic night at MSG, then you can come down the block to Legends. We will be hosting a viewing party, and then there will be an after party as well. So stay tuned on the Job of Tears Podcast Instagram page for more information on that. And then we are going for the big finale. WrestleMania 35 is here, but we will be at Legends, and it will be, our viewing party is hosted by no other than Al Snow. So we do thank Al Snow for the continuous support, reposting, retweeting, all that stuff to get everybody hyped up for WrestleMania. If you're not going to MetLife, because low-key it's supposed to rain and it's supposed to be cold, so if you don't want to be in the cold and the rain, you can come indoors and come to Legends. And if once again Kofi Kingston becomes WWE champion, we are taking an obnoxious amount of shots in honor of that. So make sure to be there. Make sure to be there. And then to end off, Raw and SmackDown will be at Barclays respectively, so might catch us there. But once again, it's an exciting week. Why are you winking?
Yo, why can't
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You don't know how to wink?
What was that? I thought you was having a seizure standing
I
up.
think he was switching.
Right. Like, I was so concerned, and then I just saw him giggling. I just saw you giggling, and I was like, what is wrong with you?
Nah, my socket is still messed up. Like
Your what?
My socket, like
Your eye socket. Who the fuck punched me in your eye?
now I'm getting hit by a ball.
You got, your kids?
Nah, hockey.
You mean a puck.
Yeah. Nah, it's
Okay.
a ball. I used the ball.
It's field hockey.
Thank you. I was like, there has to be an explanation, because I'm pretty sure hockey is with a puck.
Nah, these people are different.
But you got hit in your eye?
Yeah.
Really?
I was on the side thingy, the side part.
Yeah.
And then it went like.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a district. They got their own league and everything.
Oh, so it's a league thing. So it's different teams.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They have a coming one.
Yeah. It's Tuesday at 6:30 till like 10 o'clock.
That's not
Yeah, they
bad.
have a coming one of them.
Be his assistant.
I'm just gonna be your assistant down there. I'm working for you.
Oh, wow. So, what else before we do start? We are going to, most of the show
The
will
biscuit
be...
challenge.
Ooh.
I gotta hit.
The biscuit challenge, we talking about what the gym with Crime Time. What happened with that?
He disappeared off the face of the earth. I hit the ball. I hit up Yaya though.
All right, where's it gonna be at?
At Popeyes.
Who's hitting me? Joe_the_3rd. Oh, really?
That's him.
Nigga, change your Instagram name back. Like, we just don't have time for this. Like, it's so confusing. But you can fuck homeless bitches, but you can't wink.
Don't look at bitches like you just talk to them.
You can wink at homeless bitches, but you
You
can't.
can wait. So have you ever tried to wink at a bitch and it just didn't work?
I just do both eyes.
That's your
That's
blinking.
blinking.
Nah, I do it sexy as fuck. You understand?
What?
So you do your homeless
So you're
hunter
batting
thing.
your eyes.
Come
That's
here.
what that is.
Come here. Come here. Stand right here.
That's
Stand right
batting
here.
your eyes.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
That's legit batting your
No,
eyes.
it's not. It's like
Show the world like how you wink.
Don't blink, guys, because you're missing. Actually, you're fucking. It'll go phew. Like
you see it though, like
that's batting your eyes. That's not winking.
You look so gay. You look so.
And you know what's crazy? Because I feel like most guys have long lashes for some reason.
yeah, I got nice lashes. And my eyebrows are sexy.
You know what? I'm not mad at
You
it.
feel yourself today.
We having a disco party in here. I actually like the yellow light, no?
No, it makes the video look yellow.
Oh. Okay.
Y'all
Well,
ready?
it's fine. All right, we are going to do a quick behind Gorilla's position.
You are the
this
modern
week.
day Quagmire.
Oh yeah.
Quagmire.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Yo, you should get a shirt with that. Oh God.
They have Family Guy shirts.
But you should
Oh, that's
get.
a good idea.
Yeah.
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 The sign is off. That's out.
What's out? Oh, that
The one that's on me. A good thing I ain't got epilepsy.
Yeah. That one's out.
All right, so it's okay. All right, so we are going to go with our OMG moment this week. As everyone knows, the Hall of Fame ceremony will be the night before WrestleMania at the Barclays Center. And you already have headlining D-Generation X. You have Harlem Heat going in. You have Tori Wilson going in. I still don't understand that one. But
Tori Wilson was mad good, son.
yeah.
Yo, she is mad
yeah,
beautiful, man.
but what's going on here?
What are you looking for? Yeah, Tori Wilson was mad. I was watching WrestleMania 20.
20?
And damn, son. It was the
Leo, you want to help him over here?
the night the
Never mind, he got it.
No, it was like the nightgown match, whatever the shit was. Her, Sable, Kat, and what was the other chick? There was another chick in there.
I don't know.
No, Stacy Keibler.
Oh, yeah, she's not gonna get inducted? She got inducted or something?
No.
She can get inducted yet?
No.
Oh, she's just a legend. Huh?
There's a whole
Well, she's a
line.
legend, right?
Really, there's a whole line of bitches that should go in before
Like,
any of these bitches. But
like you know, like she's like one of the richest like wrestling females that stopped being a wrestler.
yeah, I don't know about that.
Stacey Keibler.
Why?
Because of like everything she's done afterwards. Like,
Can you Google that for me,
her
please?
model and
Can you Google that for me, please?
She didn't do no acting. She married actor.
No, she didn't marry him.
She was going out with someone like that.
She dated Mel Gibson for a while.
Yeah,
she
But then he dropped
That's
her.
clutch.
Yeah, it's just
Good old
dropped her.
Mel. That's
Then
clutch.
he upgraded.
Well, talking about
You do forget that Trish Stratus had her own fitness videos and all of that.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
You didn't know that.
Yeah.
anyway,
Was
so
Stacey Keibler?
this what gives a shit about Stacy Keibler? Like, come on.
Nah, son. Tori
So
Wilson was mad good in that.
cool story, bro. So, this week it was announced that the original Hart Foundation, which consists of Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, will be inducted into the 2019 class of 2019 Hall of Fame. It is going to be interesting, and I think it's a really good induction. I find it interesting this year that they put 2 tag teams into the Hall of Fame. They typically don't, so it's really interesting that this year they decided to kind of do that as well. But Bret Hart will be joining Shawn Michaels and Booker T as 2-time Hall of Famers, which is awesome. And then once again, Ric Flair is along that kind of like prestigious club of the 2-time Hall of Famers as well. So guys, what are your thoughts on the Hart Foundation? Who do you think will be inducting the Hart Foundation this year?
Jimmy Hart. Or they pops.
They Pops is dead. Stu's been gone for a long time.
Well, it might be Jimmy Hart or Natty.
I see more Natty doing it.
Jimmy Hart is like,
Natty, I see Natty do it.
I see Natty doing it
She the whole
too.
storyline with the
Because I could just see her saying, my dad and my Uncle Brett, just starting the whole line off. There you go, boom. But,
You said it sounded just like her too.
yo, cause,
My dad and my Uncle Brett,
yup.
they were stars.
I was about to say,
Shout out to Total Divas.
I was about to say British Bulldog, but
Oh, he's
he
dead
died too. Owen Hart died.
Oh, he's dead.
Oof.
Yo, we are going morbid here.
Well, I mean, Brian Pillman died.
Yeah. That's actually, I told you, that's the Raws. That's the year that I'm in. It's like that SummerSlam with USA versus Canada. Very intense. That was very problematic on the low. Like,
I mean,
it's weird.
I kind of feel like, I guess that's the most famous Hart under the Hart Foundation, the most famous version. But I still feel like it's incomplete. You feel me? It's just like having a collection of something, but you're missing a couple of pieces to like complete that collection. It's just like, it's cool, but you're missing Owen. You're missing Brian
That his
Pillman.
wife is preventing
Right.
that you have, I think Bulldog went in by himself.
I don't think Bulldog's in yet. But can you double check that?
I feel like he is though.
I don't think Bulldog's in yet.
Because I feel like the son accepted the induction for him that
I
year.
really don't think Bulldog's in yet.
But I get what you're saying where it feels incomplete. But I just feel like there's just so much of a politics that kind of prevents
It is
things.
politics. It is politics.
But
I told you he's not in there.
but
Rose not in there.
I
There's a
think
petition.
it's the idea of the original that, and they were a tag team. And probably one of the, well-known and great tag teams of that time.
Right, but that version.
No, the version I agree was the better Heart Foundation
And
version.
it had a better impact.
Because it was a better, but I think it had a better impact because of the time.
Yeah, and the fact that how that they were such a unit. To me,
It was guerrilla warfare.
right. I felt that the Heart Foundation is one of the Heart Foundation 2.0 is one of the most underrated group that no one talks about it because collectively they was talented. They didn't have the typical big Batista looking nigga or some dude like the Ric Flair, the old head. Everybody was on equal level, and all 4 guys could have been WWE champion at some point or WCW champion at some point. So that was a group that if Brian Pillman was healthy,
And alive.
yeah, and niggas was not, doing crack and steroids in the back, and I felt that I just felt that, I don't know, I just felt that, I don't know what they did in their past lives, but dang, son.
I know. It's okay. I get it.
Shout out to my son, Bill, Big Will's No Wrestling. That's a nice Christian
From
brother.
Atlanta,
That's a nice Christian
Georgia.
brother right there. He just relaunched his show last week.
Good for you.
Yeah, nice Christian brother.
How many times you gonna say that?
He said on the show, he was like, somebody was like, yeah, man, that's a nice Christian brother. I look like, he's from Atlanta, so he's probably thinking all the certain, I don't know, it's just like in the Christian universe, it's just like, it's kind of like a code. Like, oh, that man's a Christian,
Okay.
I got your own universe.
It's kind of like a clique you have, B. Like,
Y'all got y'all own planet.
kind of like a clique. It's kind of like,
that
Is that sign right there? Like,
the cross.
yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
what? Like this?
Go to the cross.
First of all, that's
That's an X.
fuck
That's
you.
an X. What?
Is it, how you do it? Like that then?
Just stop.
Show the world that what Christian brothers do to greet each other. Come. Stand right here.
You really
What up,
trying.
my Christian brother?
So we're gonna do this to our faces. What?
That's definitely like borderline DX. And I don't know. But once again, if you're not going to go to Supercard and you want to go to the Hall of Fame, it will be at Barclays Center Saturday, the night before WrestleMania. So let's talk about WrestleMania. We're going to be talking about Mania a lot in this episode. But let's talk about how the women's evolution took over WrestleMania. So it was announced this week that the women's triple threat match will main event WrestleMania for the very, very first time. Am I surprised? No. I think it's a great thing? Yes. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people, looking on the Raptors like, are they going to deliver? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? And I think that once again, and it could be, Ronda just being Ronda and, playing the role. But, I feel, once again, women's wrestling has come a long way. So for it to...
WWE women's wrestling came along, right?
Yes.
Correction.
Okay.
Because everyone else was far ahead of WWE.
Well, no, it's not about being far ahead. It's
Impact was far ahead.
But Impact had to start somewhere, too. And they've actually...
Regress. They did. Ever since,
My boo cakes. Tessa Blanchard is out there.
But Tessa's the only one low
knocking niggas out.
To me, Tessa, Sue Young, Jordan Grace, and Kiera Hogan are the pillars of what Impact is right now.
Right now.
Period.
And it's amazing.
I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm saying
Miss Big
that
Papa Puff, Jordan Grace.
what I'm saying is that
ironically, like,
women's
all of them.
wrestling. Really? Yeah, that is actually ironic.
I find Karen Hogan. This girl is really on fire.
This girl's on fire.
Anyway,
Let me out.
but
Let me out. This
in
girl's
theory,
on fire.
women's wrestling has come a long way, and now for it to come to the main stage at WrestleMania
Oh
for
shoot,
these
guess who's
women
back?
to-
Clint Westhood. He's back. Okay. Shout out to you. He hasn't been in a while.
for the triple threat match, which we will actually talk about a little more when we talk about SmackDown. Shout out to Charlotte for giving me these 45 points. But is this well overdue, guys?
No. I'm gonna tell you why. Is because I had a really. I should have put on a black door. Reason why? Because the world wasn't ready for it, and WWE being a big promotion, the world would have been so very against. Oh, why you ready? it would have flooded internet of full complaints. But now we live in a world that they want women to have equal rights. They want women to have equal pay. Women are more forefront and stuff. Women are accepting the fact that, yes, I'm not the traditional woman, ladylike, but yeah, I'm still a lady, but yeah, I'm an alpha. I can still command the rooms. We have more women now running businesses. More women just making more of an impact. Matter of fact, correction, they always make an impact. Now it's more televised. So now we live in a world that is ready for that. Ronda came up during a time when like they needed a woman fighter at that moment.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Listen, Ronda got hot at the right time. Ronda was stacking up wins at the right time. So imagine this main event was happening at WrestleMania 2000. Everyone would have been against it. Oh, show me your titties. So. No, because WWE had that notion like, show me your titties. The world was not ready for women to main event WrestleMania.
But just because the world isn't ready, that doesn't mean that the women are not ready.
You're right.
Which is why I say I don't. That's why I said
I'm not taking away women's talent.
If they would have had women main event WrestleMania 20 at the Garden, it would have been amazing.
But
and it could have been a turning point for wrestling fans to take women wrestling serious.
True. But again, I just felt that the world wasn't ready for it. Just like a woman, like. I felt Hillary Clinton had won the election. Conspiracy theory, everybody. Conspiracy says that Donald Trump went to the future so that Hillary winning was going to cause a beef with Russia. That's what conspiracy theory says. That's what I read, and I believe that because Donald Trump. There's something said that his son is a book. I forgot what it's called, and the book is his son's name. Similarities, but they had. Trump Towers in the same book, and they said that Trump's son wrote that. And this is how he got the time machine. And they said that Donald Trump got the plans. His uncle, Tesla, died, whatever. His uncle got all the plans to build the time machine. So why am I going off the topic?
I'm still sitting here like trying to figure out. I thought you were going to mention the Simpsons episodes of
No.
dying. I was ready for that.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh, okay.
I don't know. I guess I want to talk. Anyways, nevertheless, the world was not ready for it. The world was not ready then, and it's the perfect time. I can't go, whoa, back in the day, no. Listen, if they really want to like really make an impact, they'll make China win WWE champion. That would have set the world on fire, but it wasn't the right time.
Well, no, she got into drugs and porn and
died,
so.
Your man Triple H dumped her and went out with Stephanie and tried to hide her, and after that they fired her.
I wasn't there for it.
Where's China? Why she not in the Hall of Fame this year? But they put Tori Wilson, right?
But China is going in the Hall of Fame.
By herself.
We can always say that.
She's the ninth one of the world. Why she going out as a group?
Can't treat her like a woman.
Can't treat him like a man.
Listen. Beggars cannot be choosy at this point in the game.
Okay, so let's unpack this real quick because you said a lot. First of all, niggas aren't ready for main event for WrestleMania. Let's keep it a buck.
Exactly.
Attitude Era was the most misogynistic time for wrestling. It was titties, more titties. I'm watching WrestleMania 20.
Mad titties.
They were butt-ass naked in a ring fight.
Yep.
One match?
No, it was just panties and bras, like fucking night dress match. Like it was pussy, ass and titties.
What is wrong with you?
And more pussy, ass and titties. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it. During that era, it was so uncomfortable watching women's wrestling with my mother. Because the bitches were half naked on the TV.
It'd be hard, right?
Yes, I'm dumb hard. I'm like 13 years old, dumb hard. Mom standing next to me. What's going on here? This is nasty. Alright. Ronda's been breaking kayfabe out the ass recently.
Yeah.
She goes on SportsCenter. She says something very smart and extremely right. She says that WWE follows the culture and what's going on around WWE. And that's the correct thing. The women's evolution is following, like you said, the current climate in the world.
Exactly.
Which is women are moving from that secret society, moving from that secret society of doing things to now it's being televised.
Yep.
Bars.
The revolution shall be televised.
Yeah, so it's being televised right now. And they had to make the move. They got, because The indie scene completely changed that.
Yep.
Girls are getting more than 2 minutes per matches. Women are legit scrapping in hardcore matches, doing their thing. So you gotta give them that opportunity.
Yep.
When Impact did it, it was a little bit of like, yo, we got some talented chicks on here. Let's do something. But also, yo, throw it to the wall. Hope it sticks. Oh, it's sticking? Let's continue doing it. It's WWE has stockholders. WWE is pop culture.
Yep.
So that means they gotta follow the current times of what's currently going on.
They need to.
They need to. And also the indie scene is bubbling so much that they have to have their foot on the pedestal, they have to have their foot on the gas. Because things are changing, like I said.
Yeah.
So this is the right time for them to do this. And it makes perfect sense. As much shit people talk about Ronda is like that rapper you bring to your nightclub. The reason why you brought him to the nightclub?
Because you're gonna put butts in seats.
You gotta put butts in seats. Ronda is not smoking hot when it comes to like her popularity, but she's pop culture. So you bring her in, and yes, the biggest stage of them all, the granddaddy, the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Super Bowl of wrestling.
I'm gonna put her in the main event.
And I'm gonna get the bitch that sing her theme song to come and do her entrance.
And then I'm gonna put one of my top people, which is Charlotte Flair, and one of the hottest wrestlers that I have, Becky Lynch, in the match together. So you know what? Let's do this because it makes sense at this point right now. This is the perfect time for everything. Vince ain't stupid.
Vince is and I always said this time and time again. We don't get as much as fans bitch and moan and they complain about Vince is old and Vince doesn't know what's going on. That is all bullshit. Vince McMahon knows a lot more than we as fans give him credit for.
Because if you look at the time that Ronda's been here, it's all been women stuff.
Yep.
So it's gonna lead up to this. It was gonna lead up to this moment. It's gonna happen.
I mean, it's a great lead up. I think, us having, the, women's Money in the Bank match. I think having Evolution was important.
The Royal Rumble.
I think even going as far as having, the second time they went to Saudi Arabia, having Renee Young a part of the commentary team. Stuff, like, it's like wrestling, in a sense, is like that chess game. So you're moving certain pieces to win the game. You're winning certain pieces to make an impact. And I think literally they have taken almost every step possible within the last 12 months to culminate to have this triple threat match headline WrestleMania and be the main event.
Ralph Reigns says, thanks to Nia to make this all possible.
Nia,
Yeah. She punched Becky in my face.
When you think about it, if Nia didn't punch Becky, the whole Becky 316 shit wouldn't have been, really lit.
Yeah, no.
No. Like, it's just factual. It's the same way when we're gonna talk about Kofi Mania. It's the same way if Mustafa Ali did not get injured, Kofi would not be in this position.
But
period.
It's also a perfect storm.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff people's like, well, oh my God, it's because of Nia. Nia is part of that.
Yeah.
Nia is a quality 25% of that. Yeah. But also, Becky wasn't getting heel heat from the crowd. Remember, we were all at a SmackDown after SummerSlam when she was not getting heat. She was getting cheered. Then Survivor Series comes around. She gets punched in the face around that time. It's all a perfect storm because she was not getting heel heat.
It was a perfect storm, but it's once again people underestimating Vince McMahon and his ability to call an audible. Vince McMahon said, you know what? Let's work this into it. Let's play with it. Let's do something with it.
Because people are reacting to it. Like that picture of her being bloody. It was all over the internet.
It was.
It was all over the internet. It was something. What it was, and it's. This is perfect. I love it. I'm not complaining about it at all.
It is.
They're gonna put on a great match.
Yeah.
They're good.
Oh,
sorry.
You try this again?
You can't please wrestling fans.
Oh no.
Some people are gonna be
Because,
mad. I mean,
yeah.
you got wink Roman Reigns fans like, oh my God, this is the first man he hasn't main evented.
Okay.
So
Quintus?
fuck what?
I mean, I see it this way. I see it this
I love
way.
you, bro, but
I
you're
see
not
it this
supposed
way.
to-
Some people think that, them main eventing is gonna taint the product. Some people don't like it. Some people
Right.
are
I mean,
sexist.
and once again, you're gonna have people. You're not gonna be able to please everybody, but you have to as a fan want change, and you can't always talk about, oh well, they're not doing enough. They're showing you they're doing it. They're trying. Like, and that's the thing that frustrates me as a fan at times. Is like people always are so quick to say without just kind of letting the pieces fall as they may. Yeah. And especially during WrestleMania season, because things change, people get injured, people come back. Things change. So you have to kind of take everything kind of in hindsight and just say, you know what, let's see what happens. As everybody could be upset about Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin, it could be one of the best matches that Baron Corbin ever had.
Listen, my nigga.
We don't know.
That shit is still whack.
No, I know. This shit is trash.
I don't know why you
get
defended that.
No.
That shit is still whack.
I'm using it as an example.
No,
But
that's a bad example.
No, but the fan in me is like, come on, Kurt, really?
He wasn't allowed to choose it. That's why.
So-
that was the rumor going around. He didn't get to choose it.
Terrible. I just feel like that's breaking kayfabe a little bit because I feel like everybody has a part in, especially like guys like him, definitely has a part in who they play.
Nah, he ain't that important.
Because I think so because look, Taker chose Brock to beat the streak.
I say this. It could be, like I said before.
He wanted Mark Henry to break the streak. They told him no.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I said before,
What do you mean absolutely not? The world's strongest man?
that doesn't make sense. That's our uncle, so I want him to win.
Wait, what?
Then the niggas got cold feet the last minute. That's what happened.
Yep.
Niggas got scared?
Vince got pussy.
Because the black
Still
man was
love you,
doing
Vince.
No, we not doing that on this show. Like,
But
Vince are not pussy.
No, it was either him or Bruce Pritchard that was like, nah, we can't do this. We ain't doing this. He got cold feet last minute. But it is what it is.
It is what it is with the whole Undertaker. I mean, I say this way: Jason Jordan's gonna come out,
Who?
or John Cena.
Who?
Jason Jordan. Either Jason Jordan or John Cena, because I can't take this match seriously if this man looking like an express manager and this guy looking like one of those
Nigga,
like a
he's
gym
gonna be
teacher.
looking like that because he don't look right in just trunks.
Yes, he does.
He
Well, my
does
son had the
not.
biker
He
pants.
has a weird ass body shape. Period. Like that's just what it is.
Homeboy got like a
It's weird.
his midsection.
His torso area
looks like
is
a
too
Muppet.
fucking long.
Looks like a Muppet.
It looks like one of those things from like a horror movie that was like created.
Yeah, it looks like a Muppet.
Night of the Living Dead.
It looks like a Muppet.
That's how Baron Corbin
His
looks.
midsection
It's
looks like a
weird.
Muppet.
It is the weirdest thing. But let's jump right into our WWE recap. Let's talk about Raw. This was Sasha Banks' hometown, Boston. Fuck Red Sox, because baseball season is starting soon.
Yeah, fuck Boston though. No, fuck Boston in general.
Yeah.
Like fuck the city of Boston.
Yeah, Boston's trash. But 2 ups, 2 downs. Gentlemen, what do we think of Raw this week?
I don't know how to feel about it.
Me either.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It's still one of those mid like, okay, what are we doing right now? Jinder got to fight.
Yo, I don't know about y'all. I get excited when I see Jinder Mahal on Raw. I'll be like, oof, man, oh man, Jinder, where have you been?
And it was just
It just was another show,
yeah. And then
unfortunately.
I really don't want to watch Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre because they look exactly alike.
But I think that's what, you know what's crazy? As I was doing the outline and I realized like I put that match and I was like, I feel like this match, as much as everyone knows I'm not a Roman fan and I really don't care, that match is very underrated.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
No, I'm not saying that the match itself.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like when I looked at it on paper, I was just like, yo, this could be
No, we don't want a match of the
an
night. Roman knows
underrated
how to
match.
wrestle.
Like
Roman
shit
knows
is
how to
wild.
wrestle.
Because you have the good guy in Roman battling cancer, you know, in remission, all that jazz. And then you have Drew McIntyre, who's really has been on the road to redemption. Really has been on some like he was the original Vince guy. And now you have Vince's guy 2019 going against Vince's used to be guy of the 2000s. And I just feel like that in itself is a story that I feel like they could have touched, but they didn't, whatever. But
They abandoned the fact that he was a chosen one. I mean, he should came back in his old theme song.
no, I didn't
I
like that
don't
theme song.
mind.
I like the song he has now.
No,
That shit
say
is hard.
goodbye.
No,
What
that's
is
sad.
yours?
sad.
What is mine?
See, look how sad it is you singing it. Sad. You think 80,000 people gonna want to hear that sad shit in MetLife? No.
You want to hear Bray Wyatt's song?
Absolutely.
It's mad creepy.
That shit is hard.
I can't sleep at night.
That's ooh, yeah.
If you are watching network, you start, you hear Bray Wyatt's song, you want to jump up? You like, want to be scared?
You not, because that's nothing beats a fucking gong. When I was fucking 4 or 5 years old and I would hear Undertaker's theme song, and nigga, I
You know
was
what?
out.
Nothing beats getting The Brood.
Oh, that shit is hard. Because there were actual words in that shit, and that's the creepy part.
No, it wasn't.
Actual words.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
It was
was.
not words to the song.
Yes, it was.
Yes, there was.
It was mad creepy.
Anyway,
What's The Brood? B-R...
OOG. Maybe?
Hold on, those not
I know.
words to the song.
In the
Hold on.
beginning,
I don't believe you.
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
don't believe
Gangrel
you.
saying words. I'm
I don't
pretty
believe
sure.
you.
It wasn't a bad one.
Those are words. And it sounds like he's saying, "We're ready," or some shit. It's some, that was the previous Bray Wyatt shit. Because those are words.
What happened to him, son?
Good question. Because that entrance was one of a kind. The fucking music was one of a
Fucking
kind.
nasty
The
ass
fucking
blood.
shit was one of, like, the blood blast. Man, I might have to go home and watch some episodes of Raw with that shit.
And
man.
I think
That was
they
good.
probably like after they moved Edge and Christian out, they were like,
This nigga don't need nobody.
yeah, but Raw was what it was.
It was okay.
I enjoyed the Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle match. I did like the little competition between Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins.
Yo, he made Paul look like a little bitch. I was so surprised. It's like, what?
So it was solid.
It was solid.
It was a good not a good, but it was a solid build up
Sorry.
for
Yeah, for next week.
For next week.
Because next week's Raw is actually in the District of Columbia, which, if everyone does not know, is Batista's hometown. So, let's see
The
what
DMV
Shout out
happens.
to Tamia Wu.
Oh, he's not American?
Nigga, the District of Columbia is Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Wait, time out. You thought DC was a foreign country?
No, me saying District
So
of
you thought District of
Columbia.
Columbia was a foreign country?
I thought it was in Colombia.
Nigga, I would have just said Columbia.
Wait, so DC
Hold on, wait.
is short for is
District of
I did
Columbia.
not know that.
Ooh, baby.
You didn't know that, right?
I did know that.
Oh.
And it's also called like in that area, it's called the DMV area. 'cause
Yes, for
there's a
DC,
way that
Maryland,
DC, Maryland, and
Virginia.
touch. You can literally go across the street in different district.
I thought you were talking about Canada when you said District of Columbia.
There's no District of Columbia in Canada.
There's
Why is your
Providences.
lip red?
Or Columbia.
What's the side of your lip red?
Lipstick.
You have a lipstick?
I gave a little kiss because I was like, hey, thank you for watching my children for a bit.
Who'd you
You should
kiss?
kiss.
Yo, that don't look like a lipstick. That look like
A herpy.
a herpy.
Nah, it's lipstick.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Wait, relax. No, we gotta deal with this. Did you have sex with her too?
No, we have sex. We don't have sex with
Why? You know what? Not my business.
You wanna move on to SmackDown?
Absolutely. So SmackDown
Kofi Mania!
is official. We are on the fast track to Kofi Mania now. Guys, what did you think of SmackDown? Really surprised me because
Charlotte won?
like literally
Let's talk about that.
the fantasy leaguer in me was beyond hype, but then I was just like, what are they doing? Like, what are we trying to unify the titles?
I was looking up something.
Are we trying to make sure that Becky wins so that Becky then is on Raw and Charlotte stays on SmackDown? Like, what are we doing?
I was something
are really
earlier today.
tired.
I'm very tired. I was watching something earlier today, and they gave it 4 different possibilities. The first possibility is they try to cut down the WrestleMania card. Because originally it's supposed to be a fatal 4-way to determine
did
who's
read
going
that
to
too.
contendership. Boom. Second reason why is they trying to, either way, they might, the plan is like Ronda might win and go to SmackDown and be the ultimate champion to really promote SmackDown moving to Fox. That's another plan I heard.
That's a dumb idea.
That's a stupid idea. Number 2, to have the 4 Horsemen woman moment. You know, Becky, Charlotte, the
and
Brooklyn
then
Head Connection.
and
You know,
Becky
like to recreate the Chris Benoit and Eddie moment again. Personally, I feel bad for the match was great, by the way.
Match was awesome. It was match of the night.
I could tell that what's her name thinking her down right because she did Spanish Fly.
First of all, Charlotte out here glowing, living her best life, getting the Spanish dick. Like I am not even mad at her for
She getting that Goya dick.
I'm not even mad at it. And then I'll be mad creepy because Andrade be posting shit and Charlotte be definitely commenting under that shit. I'll be like,
she getting that Goya dick.
That's what?
That Goya dick.
And you kept saying it, and I was just like, I hope he stops saying it.
You know.
If we get that little bit of Sazon.
Sazon dick, you know.
Well, that's actually,
Give me that Sazon, daddy.
That's weird.
Well, the thing about it.
Wait.
Do Mexicans eat Goya stuff?
Yes. Everybody eat Goya. Every Spanish will eat Goya.
But they don't fuck with Sazon though.
Nah,
that's a Caribbean shit.
That's Sazon, but then again, it's like that's more of a Dominican thing, a Cuban thing. Mm-hmm. Sazon, and like some Puerto Ricans bang with it. Some Puerto Ricans.
Haitians use that shit too, but
I just feel like so that's one of the possibilities. It's possible is her winning it. It was not a bad match, but the only takeaway I have from that is where does Asuka go from here?
She goes to Raw.
Big Asuka?
Yeah.
I just feel like Asuka's star dimmed so much because of poor booking. Not because of her as a person, not her as a character. Poor booking put her in a situation.
But is it poor booking in a sense? My issue is like with Asuka, and I always kind of felt like she got called up too fast, too soon. But my issue with Asuka is like, she's a fucking beast. Like, she can choke you out in 2.5 seconds and you don't even know what happened until you wake the fuck up type shit. So my issue with the booking is I just feel like they don't have the right person to book her with. Like, she gets the title. Who's an actual contender for her? Mandy fucking Rose? That was a joke in itself.
Whoa. That's a male colored goddess.
That's cool and all.
You need to relax.
But Asuka will choke that bitch out in 2.5 seconds.
Don't disrespect the male colored goddess.
That's
She's Miracle Whip.
She what?
She what?
Miracle Whip.
Yeah,
like Cool Whip?
Miracle Whip, yeah. She's don't disrespect the goddess.
But anyway, the issue that I have is like there are no real contenders for her.
No, okay.
And I felt like the only and I feel like Ember's injured and she's on Raw.
So what?
She's injured.
Once again, she's injured and she's on Raw.
Kevin Owens was on Raw and he's on SmackDown mysteriously.
Because when he came back he did. Vince came on and said, "I acquired Kevin Owens for SmackDown."
Okay. Vince did the same thing. You know, I want Ember Moon. There's no rules to wrestling, B.
There are rules. Actually, there's a 3 count. There's a 5 count hold. There are actual rules. Actually.
So okay, a lot of it makes sense of why they took it off because niggas didn't have no build up for her.
Yeah.
For WrestleMania, what are they doing for her?
There's no person though.
And I love my male colored goddess. Mandy Rose.
There's no build up.
But there was no build up.
Because there's no competition.
Because she's dealing with the other beautiful woman that sleeps with her at night. Not don't sleep with her at night, but lives in the same house. Sonya Deville. So they kind of beefing. So ain't got no build up for Asuka. So then you got a woman's house just sitting there. Bored. You gonna put a random match together? So Vince this whole week. I'm behind you, son.
I'm calling an audible, and I'm gonna make some sense of this.
Yeah, make some sense of it. And then the unification thing, does it happen? Yes, in some ways, because all right, you have to think about the bigger picture in the whole situation.
Yep.
You unify the titles, right? Hold on. You unify the titles. It could work because you already got a stable of women who are doing a tag team division, per se. Okay, you have that. You ain't got that many singles chicks left.
True.
So unifying how to make them go on both the shows does limit some opportunities. Rival-wise,
limits a lot, and it's hard to me when you unify a title. It negates branding. Period.
No, you make perfect sense on that one, but I can see why, because there's not enough women to go around at this point who are strong enough to do that. Now, they did call up Lacey, they call up Nikki Cross, they ain't doing shit with them.
Because they ain't have shit for them.
They have shit for them.
You have to. People forget, like when you're in the heart of WrestleMania season, it is so hard to kind of focus on give everybody that
so
type of
energy. So the superstar shakeup is important.
Correct.
But now, it's iffy. It's really dicey because they're mad heavy up top with the women's division. And that's literally Ronda, Charlotte, Becky, and then you take away Sasha and Bayley because they're tag team champions. You take away Nia, Tamina. Those are in the tag division. There's not many people that you can kind of work with. So they kind of got to do both of them. But then it's probably going to be those three women going up against each other for a while.
Yeah.
Like, we forget, for a while, it was Rock, Stone Cold.
Oh, no. Them niggas was in repeat. Like,
Rock, Stone Cold.
Triple H, Undertaker.
Yeah, and then they'll throw Triple H and Undertaker once in a while, then pull them out.
back out.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle came a little bit later.
Mankind, like, he replaced Mankind.
Well, that nigga had 3 different personalities.
But that nigga thought he was fucked.
Right, but I say that Mankind because, like, Mankind went out, Kurt Angle filled in that slot.
Yeah, like, the clusterfuck of the Hell in a Cell match post Stone Cold comes back, when it was like...
That everybody wants to praise, but that Armageddon, that was a clusterfuck.
It was a clusterfuck. It's still one of my favorite matches when hold up. When Rikishi gets pushed off the cage into a bear cage. I was like, oh, this is what we doing. Oh, this is dangerous. But it's kind of dangerous, but it's dangerous.
You know, that Armageddon, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with it because of the fact that the build-up I felt like was better than the match.
The build-up was amazing.
It was one of the best build-ups in that era.
Because you had Linda McMahon playing detective, like this fucking Carmen Sandiego or some shit.
Like, you legit start from when Austin got ran over. And then you figured that everybody thought it was Triple H. But it wasn't. It was Rikishi. Rikishi did it for The Rock. And then you had fucking...
No. They thought it was The Rock.
Yeah.
Because Linda went to...
They did process of elimination because it was that night where it was, I think it was Triple H, Big Show, and Austin for that title. And that's how it ended up being just Triple H and Big Show. And I think they either added somebody to that match or they just the two of them.
Yeah.
But they thought it was Triple H and DX first.
Yeah.
And they eliminated them.
That was so good.
And then they thought it was The Rock.
No, it wasn't.
Vince was been gone.
And the fact that Commissioner Foley used to come out every week with new evidence.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
So that's why I have the love-hate relationship with certain like certain matches like that everyone like that they're memorable, but the match itself was okay.
I gotta rewatch it. I think
I may rewatch it tonight.
I don't think it was bad.
I don't think it was. It wasn't that it wasn't bad. It was the first time they had like 6 niggas in the fucking Hell in a Cell.
anything.
So, and period. It just was like it was one of those let's throw shit on the wall and figure it out type of thing. But the build up was what I think ultimately saved that entire.
But
round,
I felt that
thing.
that 6-man Hell in a Cell, we needed that to get the Elimination Chamber. Like we had to go through that to get to the Elimination Chamber.
Well, because they had the clusterfuck.
Had a walk, so Elimination Chamber could run.
Exactly. Because really think about it. Triple H was in that match. He was the first ever 6-man Hell in a Cell. One of the first people who was in the 6-man Elimination Chamber.
But I mean, it just was when they did Elimination Chamber, they did it around the people that was popping at that time.
Well, but the thing about it, the reason why,
and then they alley hooped it so that Shawn Michaels coming back could win.
But the thing is, you also gotta remember that was that Hell in a Cell though.
Yeah.
No,
Hell in a Cell
it.
was literally the highlight of who was the top guy in WWE.
No, I get it.
WWE at the
I
time.
absolutely understand
And I get where you can say, I don't remember it directly. The only thing I remember about that match, like vividly, is Rikishi can fall into that ball.
I remember everybody doing. I remember that, and the only other thing I remember is everyone at least doing their finisher once.
And I remember,
everyone. Kurt did the fucking angle slam. Triple H did the pedigree. Fucking Big Show choke slam. Fucking Rikishi stink face like before he fell. Like, and literally everybody in that match did they finisher at least once.
I remember that.
What was that?
And I remember when they I remember when they escaped the like the cage and it was fighting like a real Armageddon. And that's when like settings the life we went on. That's when settings and arenas was settings. They actually put the time into. They got real cars. There was fighting, and Stone Cold took the camera and banged on The Rock's head. It was a lot of.
It was a good amount of spots.
There you
It
go.
was a good amount of spots. But what were we on?
SmackDown.
Oh yeah, SmackDown. Yeah. So
So we're talking about Asuka. We're talking about The Miz and Shane adding a stipulation falls count anywhere at WrestleMania. I think it's very interesting. I mean, I don't know where you're gonna end up at a fucking big ass stadium like that, but it adds an element of oomph.
well,
I think.
I think that them having this match is basically a precursor to what's going to happen the next season, because there's a lot of false count anywhere matches in this card, and main eventing a WrestleMania is a woman's.
I think this is just one.
But this is a precursor to what's going to happen next season. So this is a great way to introduce a product, introduce fresh light to the product by having WrestleMania doing what they're doing. So
I think he's talking about more of on the PG-13 type of
yeah,
thing.
PG-13, more of a
Grittier type of thing.
grittier, old school Nickelodeon. We're like, dang, I don't think this is a kid show anymore, but okay.
All right.
No, it's I think at this point in our like wrestling career watching, Shane is like has to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There has to be just a few game
He missed too
players.
much years. He got to make it up for it. And he
I
only
mean,
missed
he's
like
been
3 times a
making
year.
up the fucking last
He only
3
missed like 3 times a
manias
year,
I've
dog.
been there. I'm like, this nigga done made it up.
So my
Way
thing is
more.
this. Who these... Oh, we're going for WrestleMania predictions. Never mind.
Okay, so
next?
let's see. What is
Kofi Mania,
next?
my niggas.
Kofi Mania is happening. Vince put Big E and I almost said Consequences Creed. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Xavier Woods through a tag team gauntlet, which is pretty dope concept, by the way. I think they really need to look at that tape and really, especially when they do like the tag team classic stuff, like when they do like tournaments, really look into the tag teams that they
You
have.
can't do that with everybody.
You can't do it with everyone, but there are the individuals that did the gauntlet. Those are solid.
Well, I'm just
ones
saying.
to do that.
Well, this tag team gauntlet was like the cream of the crop of the SmackDown.
Correct.
So like, it's perfectly fine. Like,
And even if like... I like the fact that it's like... It wasn't just fight. It told a story. You know? Like, yo, son... I ain't give your mans no more chances, B. But your man's over there, that's your man's, B. Fight for nigga life, B. If you don't
What?
do this for me, son,
This
if
is
you
why
like,
niggas that don't live in New York think we say B all the time. This is exactly why.
well, y'all watch videos, you don't think everybody say, crib, and if I'm Compton, everyone says that, B.
But I don't think that.
Nevertheless, it's like, yo, that's your man's, B. Yo, you're gonna take this package, you're gonna deliver it to California, and you gonna come back.
What
are
type
you
of
talking
Sons of
about?
Anarchy shit is you talking about?
what are you talking about?
I was
Okay.
watching Paid in Full at work today.
No, clearly you been watching Paid in Full because
Okay, all right.
niggas
But
said
nah,
B
nah.
about 8 times.
like, this
I
what
was
they
like,
do it.
is he
But-
Rico? Is he? I don't know who
It's
we got
paused.
here.
Nah, it's a private caller. I don't know.
Then end the call.
Why you don't yell at him like that?
Boy, end the call.
Oh, I don't. Oh, this. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Like, don't yell at him. That's not nice.
So, the fact that he did that, I liked it. I like the fact where the the Usos came, and it was like a good segment between like our cousins, the Samoans, saying that, yo, we respect you.
Nigga said our cousins. I can't.
Look, Samoans are black people. They're just cousins.
Samoans are Samoans.
Samoans are black people.
Nah, they're
No,
like
they're-
like
They are
indigenous.
Samoan.
They ain't black.
Ain't
They're
black.
black, but they ain't black.
Yeah, that's our cousins.
They're like Native Americans.
Native
That's
Americans are our
cool.
cousins.
No, they
Come
actually.
on, they held on to slaves?
No, but they don't consider. Yo, people. No shade. Native Americans, they don't fuck with nobody but Native Americans.
You have to understand the white man, raped the women
No,
to give
you
them
have to
smallpox.
understand that that's just what it is. So
No. I think that
I'm
Native
not gonna say
Americans.
and be like they are.
I know a couple Native
cousins,
Americans.
like,
I know a couple Native Americans. They always say that when it comes to white people, they kind of iffy about it. And they be white. Some of them be white. So.
I mean, but white people can be iffy about white people.
Native
too.
Americans
Doesn't matter.
are a heavy combination of like Asian, more than close to Asians, and obviously Africans because they got here because they they came from Africa, spread out.
They
and
just got off the boat last.
yeah, so they went over.
That's
there.
why I feel like how that Samoans.
But they didn't get on a boat to get over there.
They walked.
Right, they was here.
Yeah, they walked.
That's why I feel like how the
African.
Samoans are black people, but they're just like cousins of us.
They're brown, but that move that like
The Usos
did, it was like a
Respect.
good brown and black people coming together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got you,
And-
Us.
Yeah, they
I mean, in the rap game, some of our best bodyguards are Samoans. So
that's true. There's a point.
Who? What?
Drake raps
First
about
of all,
it.
why would I be like have a list of rappers, bodyguards in their ethnicity?
Because they all talk about Samoans. And every rapper, they always mention Samoans somehow. So Samoans, come on, man. They go hand in
It's
hand.
Samoans, then it's Filipinos,
Exactly.
who are like close.
Tiger.
Huh?
Tiger's bodyguard is Samoan.
See?
Yeah.
Because like he was getting pulled out of a club.
Yeah.
You see that?
You know the size of Samoans?
They're huge.
Yeah, I know.
Tiger's Samoan too.
Who?
Tiger.
Who says that? You, right?
He's something, I forgot.
Oh, okay. You just saying I'm random
Listen.
ethnicities, right?
Listen,
Either way,
that gauntlet match was
the
amazing.
gauntlet match
It was.
It was amazing. And like you said, it was a good story that was being told.
necessary, I think.
And at the end, Vince was just like, how that, can a B+ player beat Daniel Bryan?
First of all, who did I talk to the other day about this? I said, the irony that they are using the same story from WrestleMania 30 on Daniel Bryan. Like, I think that tickles me. Because I'm like, wait a minute. We going back to when y'all niggas was calling him the B+ player. First of all, we never even spoke about when Daniel Bryan became the A+ player.
Because
we skipped
he
over
sold
that
out.
part.
He sold out.
He sold out.
And
He sold
then,
out.
I mean, he technically didn't
He did sold out.
sell out. He just was like, I'm not fucking with y'all. Like, it
But-
wasn't a sellout moment. It was I'm not fucking with nobody. Y'all are bad for the world, the earth, period.
But it's also a typical story that always happens. When people get to the top, they forget where they came from.
Yep.
And I think that's what they're portraying in the story. And also, I think I put this in the group chat when I was like, yo, time out. Is Kofi even supposed to be here?
Yep.
No, I'm telling you.
And then I think Ness was like, yo, it was supposed to be Kevin Owens was supposed to be
Correct.
Daniel's WrestleMania opponent.
Right, when Kevin came back, they wanted Kevin Owens because that was the whole thing with him going from Raw to SmackDown and him starting back up and him having a WrestleMania, match with him. That was the truth. But when people always bitch and moan and talk about how WWE doesn't listen to the fans, they don't listen to us, they don't hear us, niggas was ears to the wall.
No,
they
but-
just had to create a story.
Hold on. The reason why Asuka had the title was because Vince heard the people.
Oh, absolutely.
And nobody ever talks about that part when he was choosing Homegirl's next opponent, the pop that Asuka got, he's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Let's put the belt on her then.
Right, and I'm telling you, they did not sit there. They were sitting there in Gorilla like, the fans are really chanting. Like, they've never heard a Kofi fucking chant. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and
niggas is sitting here like, wait, is that real? Like, that's not, no, that's not a track. That is real people in the fucking audience screaming Kofi.
And then they're trolling the fact that he's black. They're using the shit out of that shit.
Oh, this
low-key.
race card is...
This race card being
No, it's
played.
like niggas
They're
is
bringing it out every other
Niggas
possession.
is out here playing Uno with a fucking draw fall as a race card. Like, it is wild.
It's like these. Oh, y'all talking about race?
You think we won't go there with it? Oh, we'll go there with
Like
it.
Biggie did a whole.
We'll call the black man a B+ player. Not a problem.
Fucking Biggie.
This shit is not for us.
Biggie did a whole vignette on that
Yeah.
without saying it.
Yeah.
Which was genius.
He put it on Twitter, so it made it look like it was a work shoot. But yeah, it's super exciting. We all knew it was gonna happen because WWE fucked up with their ads because the Instagram ad popped up and it was like Bryan versus Kofi the day before.
Yeah, you know, people don't keep. No one can hold water in these streets. No,
No, that whoever that fucking intern is at WWE.
Somebody clicked the
needs to
wrong
get a job.
button and was like, "Oops," and then had to take that shit
You can't
down.
blame Real Life Caps for that. He ain't there.
I wouldn't blame.
You know,
though.
you know how black people say that because of that black man there. You know how some black people are.
No, but I mean, shit. I feel like everybody's like that in a sense, so it doesn't even matter. But all right, let's move on to our prediction segment. So once again, those that are watching on the live feed, if you want to join into the conversation, please comment below and tell us your predictions as well. We have a lot going on next weekend with WrestleMania being our Super Bowl. So this is, I mean, it took, I feel like, about this weekend coming up, but I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited about people coming into our city. I'm excited about it being in our city, our home, our backyard, and not me having to spend mad money on flights and hotels and shit for once. But let's talk about NXT TakeOver New York. I'm still very confused on why they changed the name, but whatever. I had a conversation with somebody and I was like, yo, I really am upset. Like, why did they say NXT Brooklyn? It's the brand. Like, it's been here for SummerSlam for 4 years. Why did they change it? But then the person I was talking to had said it's their way of saying that WWE is taking over New York.
Oh.
I was like, oh, you know, that's cute, but still, I would have liked Brooklyn.
Who
But
told you that?
I forgot who I was talking to. Shit. Oh, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait, I had that whole ass conversation yesterday. And I was on the phone with him. But, all right, so NXT TakeOver New York, Friday night at Barclays Center. So we have, I mean, spoiler alert, but it's not really spoiler because it's probably happening as we speak. The finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And I'm pretty sure that this, if it changes, we will rewrite history maybe. But it will be for the NXT Tag Team Championship, War Raiders versus Ricochet and Aleister Black. So who do you guys have?
War Raiders.
I do too, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see...
There's Aleister Black and Ricochet being thrown in there because
they need to be on the card.
they need to be on the card and they're hot, so they're just being thrown in there. War Raiders is winning. It's gonna be a great match, of course, but War Raiders is winning.
All right, and then we have a little
Super excited about this one.
Our NXT
United
Kingdom Championship match where we have the Bruiserweight current reigning defending NXT UK champion Pete Dunne versus Walter, new up-and-coming star on the UK brand. This is going to be very, very interesting because you have a guy who is fucking huge versus Pete Dunne, and I think it's going to be, it's definitely, in the words of JR, a slobber knocker, to say the least. So who do you guys have? Are we going to see the longest reigning
Walter's definitely
modern day champion next to Brock lose?
No, Walter's winning. Walter's winning. He's the next up. He's the next up on that brand. He's the hottest thing. He's literally what Brock was when he got in.
So then my question to you is, what do we do with Pete Dunne?
You keep him around. Because
Well, I think that Pete Dunne's going to win. Because
Okay.
he hasn't finished. Like, you need those milestone wins. What was the last milestone win he had? Other than last time he was in War Games? None. So, someone like Walter who's big and bad, you need a giant to slay. Makes sense.
All right, I can see both sides, so we shall see. We're going to go to the NXT North American title with my good guy, Patrick Clark, a.k.a. Velveteen Dream, versus your guy, bro, Matt Riddle. Who do we have?
Velveteen gonna keep it. He just got the belt.
no, I think
Fuck out of here, no.
The King of Bros,
You better.
bro.
No,
Bro.
That fucking theme song is weird. Like, I just wonder how that was in the studio. Like, how many takes did it take them to get to that perfect bro? But
He just comes out and he's like Leo, but in shape. And
way
long
lighter.
hair and white and has hair. But like, you know.
I mean, I just said that he probably came up with one day smoking weed. Bro, bro, do it that way. You know those ha-ha moments when you smoke weed with Leo, right? Yeah. You go, ha-ha.
when's the last time y'all smoked together?
Sunday.
Last weekend?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sunday.
okay.
No, Saturday.
It was Sunday.
First of all,
was Sunday.
y'all both said last weekend,
It was
so I
Sunday.
take your
It
word
was Sunday.
for
It was Sunday. I got off of work. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to our Fatal 4 match for the NXT Women's Championship match. We have Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai versus Bianca Belair versus Pirate
What is this?
Kairi Sane. What do you mean?
What is this? Like World War II or something like that? They have the Americans versus the Japs? Something like that? What's up?
Japs, that's mad racist.
Super.
That's mad racist.
yo.
Japanese.
See what I mean? We still playing Uno. You just draw 4 race cards. Great.
They're gonna say the most. No, no. The niggas got reparations because of that.
Serious one.
We
And
need
they
to
got
have
a
a
whole ass monument dedicated
Exactly.
to World War II
And
for the
crazy thing about it,
Japanese.
each
in
of them,
DC,
they give
yo.
them 20,000. 20,000 comes to this money, today's money, that's like $200,000. Probably more, probably $500,000.
But my
each of
nigga,
them got.
what?
Nah,
what
but
is-
they- but-
it have to do with B.
But they
Who's
deserved
winning?
it though. They deserved it though.
Oh, and like, we don't deserve it? We build America.
Yeah, you're right. But
Oh, all they did was just like, we don't trust y'all in our land, so we'll put y'all in concentration
How
camps.
did we become the political correct podcast overnight? Like,
Niggas
I
know
don't give a
me out
fuck
here.
about that. I'm asking y'all who is winning the NXT Women's
You know
Championship
what I'm
title.
gonna pick.
Like,
I don't know why you guys these questions when it comes to black people in these in these matches. You know I'll pick the black guys.
the black girl,
The black person.
black woman.
I want all my black people to win. Yeah.
So you have Bianca Belair. She has a name. You have a right to say it. Who do you have? I definitely see Shayna losing. I just don't know to who.
I can't even say that Shane looks like Slick Dick anymore because this man look like a whole
this
different
nigga is-
person.
Wow. He out here looking like the Miz. Like
Like,
for real.
yo, he ain't even,
just like the
Just like
like you
this,
should.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
did.
I saw him.
He
He,
did.
like he gained weight. I was just like,
He
I was
he
like,
been living his best life,
Yeah,
being stress
chilling,
free, not really
chilling.
watching wrestling, but
Yeah,
still
he's like, yeah, guys.
reading and knowing the product a little bit here and
Yeah.
there. But nah, he out here looking like
you
whole
know.
joint.
he had some good bud. He was cool, you know. Typical white boy stuff, you know.
Okay.
I didn't feel the honor smoking with him.
I know, I understand. I heard you.
Okay. So I'm not a fan of Los.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I can't pronounce it. I apologize to my Japanese ladies out there. Sir Wilkins is here.
This nigga out here being the United Nation of Ladies.
Listen,
That's
if
a
y'all
great
gotta hook
gimmick.
up-
Side note,
What?
great gimmick. Keep
United
that in
Nations
mind.
of Ladies.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Kairi Sane. Not really a fan of.
Nope.
And neither one of these two, I feel, can carry that title. Cause they have me. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. They are so trash on the mic. Oh my God! I was at NXT last week. I was like, tell these chicks to shut up.
Boring. Like
Tell these
sleep.
chicks to shut up, son. Tell these chicks to shut up. And then it was like listening to Nikki Bella when she first got there with a Japanese accent on it.
Wow.
Now imagine listening to that. And I was like, yo, no. Now then Bianca comes out of nowhere, is like, undefeated. And I was like,
That's debatable, girl. But I
and
feel
it's debatable. And then Shayna Baszler is going to the main roster.
Yeah, so that's why I
So
know.
it's like,
I know for
literally-
a fact Shayna will be dropping.
I think Bianca's gonna win because she's kinda supposed to win. But then the other two are more talented in the ring than Bianca.
I think they're gonna give a very great caliber style
Yeah.
match.
Oh, it's
because
gonna
they
be-
all have different styles. So you have the high flyers on one
Yeah.
side, and then you have
The ground and
strength.
pounds.
Yeah.
And you have the strength and the groundwork on the other side. Because I mean, people forget Bianca Belair out here. She's strong as fuck. So don't let the long ponytail fool you out here. But I think they both. I think the
It's gonna
building
be-
wise
it's
is
gonna be-
weird.
It's gonna be a good
But
match.
the match itself, I think, is going to be solid.
It's gonna be a good match, and I feel these two, Lo and Kira, are gonna go more of a tag team route somewhere or another.
I agree.
Are they gonna be helping each other out or something? So that's my thing. I'm excited to see what the match brings. The match that I'm gonna be excited about is a 2 out of 3 falls.
All right, so let's
Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole. I'm hyped.
let's talk about, as
Let's
everyone
go!
knows, that our beloved Tommaso Ciampa had neck surgery, so he had to relinquish
I didn't like that.
the NXT Championship belt. So now it is the vacant NXT Championship belt, where you have Johnny Wrestling versus Adam Cole. 2 out of 3 falls. Who is going to be who's walking out of Barclays
Johnny. Let's go, Johnny.
as the new NXT champion?
Let's go, Johnny.
Nah.
Johnny Wrestling.
Nah.
Sorry.
Don't agree.
Sorry. If Undisputed was on the card fighting for the tag team championship, Adam Cole.
No. I'm the reverse, where Adam Cole will win, and then you have, because once again, if you remember, when they did the NXT
Yo, who the
Awards.
hell is Big Wilkes? Oh, Big Will, no. I thought it was Big Wilkes. I was like, nigga, who are you?
You feel intimidated out here in these streets. But as everyone knows, at the end of 2018, Undisputed Era made a vow to shine
Gold.
in 2019, and I think this is the way to go. I do think Adam Cole will become your new NXT champion as of next Friday evening, but we shall see. We don't know. Once again, we have our viewing party. If you are not going to the expensive ass show, I don't know why it's so expensive. I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Price is gonna go down.
But everyone that's not going to Barclays, you are more than welcome to come and see NXT TakeOver New York at Legends Bar Friday, next Friday with us. Let's go to, before we get to WrestleMania, as everyone knows, once again, the Saturday night will be G1 Supercard, where you have New Japan, Pro Wrestling, and Ring of Honor, both worlds colliding for one night in a historic way at Madison Square Garden. My question to you guys, and those that are watching on live feed can also once again chime in. What is the one match you are looking forward to?
Will Ospreay versus Jeff Cobb. What?
So you say
Willie versus Jeffy on that card is gonna be suplexes and flips
Yeah.
the whole entire night. I'm with it. I don't give a fuck about storytelling. I'm with it.
All right. So you say Will Ospreay versus Jeff Cobb. So what is the one match on the card
Sabre
you
versus
are looking? Go Zack Sabre.
I gotta go with the-
Give me these points, bro.
I gotta go with the Jay Lethal ladder match.
Yes.
That reminds me when he was in I always like Jay Lethal in ladder matches. Right when he was doing the X Division, I feel like he does amazing work. So go with that match.
So if you do not know, you live under a rock. Jay Lethal, who is, I do believe, the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion. Black.
Shout out to
Exclamation
DCW for having a
point.
black
Exclamation
champion.
point. Exclamation point. So you have Jay Lethal versus Matt Taven of the Kingdom versus good old Marty for the Ring of Honor World Championship title. I do think that will be one of the matches in the night. The other match I am actually really interested in seeing is Dalton Castle versus Rush. I like Dalton. I like the gimmick.
I don't know
I
who
like
Rush
his
is.
in-ring. Rush is actually a new signee. Hashtag he's on my roster for.
Black?
No, he is actually Mexican. He is from Lucha Libre style.
Yeah, what cousin?
He's a
All
new
right, cool.
signee to Ring of Honor. Very, very big. I do believe he used to. I think he founded one of those big stables in New Japan.
Lost.
Yeah.
Okay, what's name did that before? Blue.
So I'm really interested in seeing Dalton Castle versus Rush. I think it's really good. And once again, I do think, and if you do not know, Jay White, who is your reigning defending IWGP Heavyweight Champion, will be taking on Okada. I do think if you, once again, are a huge fan of indie wrestling, just different styles of wrestling, I do highly, encourage you to go to G1. I went to Supercard last year when it was just Ring of Honor, and it was one of the best shows I went to last year, where it was Cody versus Kenny, and I was like, I gotta go. But this is an historic night. It is at Madison Square Garden. It is, for a lot of them, their first time even wrestling in the Garden. So I do think as wrestling fans, we owe it to ourselves that if you do want to go see it, try it out. Watch Ring of Honor, watch New Japan. Always try to broaden your horizon because it's not always about the E as much as we love it. Do want to just throw that out there. So let's talk about our Super Bowl day. WrestleMania 35 at MetLife Stadium. Our backyard. We have been waiting. This is, I hope it's the Redemption Mania. I went to 29 and I was not all that excited about how all that went down. But let's talk about this long ass card. I'll jump around a little bit. So you have the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Why are we talking about this?
Next.
It's Braun's winning.
Exactly.
You don't know that.
Next.
What if he doesn't though? Then what?
Who's gonna win?
Who else is gonna win?
Exactly.
Nobody else.
Big Show?
Maybe Rob Gronkowski?
I must be like Mojo Riley.
Mojo Riley?
Next.
No, come on. Man. You all know Braun is winning.
We don't know that, but what else? All right, we have the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. We have our homegrown, our native Tony Nese versus reigning defending Cruiserweight Champion Buddy Murphy. Used to be friends, now foes. Who is walking
Tony.
out?
Buddy.
Tony. It's his hometown.
Hometown.
Get that pop.
I think
So
Tony.
you pop that virgin.
I think Tony is definitely winning, and I definitely see that kind of call up for Buddy. I think it's time.
All right, what's next?
Let's go to the United States Championship match. Samoa Joe versus Mr. 619 Rey Mysterio.
I gotta say Samoa Joe because it'll be too much happy endings. On
I need
WrestleMania.
Joe to win. I need Joe
And
to
I
have
feel
a
like-
Mania moment. That's
And I
just
feel
me
like Joe
personally.
might embarrass Rey Mysterio from his kid and make his kid watch him. So I think that'd be a good match.
I think it's gonna be Ray.
Yo, honestly, Rey Mysterio's entrance is probably about to be one of the dopest ones of that night though too. Like I just see it. Like
What's
I'm like,
next?
oh man.
I think it's gonna be Ray. I think Ray is gonna have that moment.
I'm praying for Joe.
I gotta be
All
Joe.
right, let's talk about, once again, Kurt Angle announced a few weeks ago that he is retiring for good. And his last match will be at WrestleMania 35. And we found out 2 weeks ago that it is against Baron Corbin.
Even he wasn't convinced when he said that.
Next.
Like, even he was not convinced when he said that. He was just like, and my last person that I'm gonna fight at WrestleMania
Is the nigga that I've been arguing with since day one and blah, blah, blah. Like, I was like, nigga, what?
That's a smoke break. Next.
It's not a
it's Kurt is winning, obviously.
Kurt is
Because if they
winning.
do that, that's the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that'd be rude. Like that.
Next.
Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship match of Bobby Lashley, versus are we seeing Demon Finn appear?
If Finn comes out of Demon, then Finn. But if he comes out of regular Finn, he getting destroyed by Bobby Lashley.
He's not gonna get destroyed.
The
by
only
Bobby
way
Lashley.
Finn could be Bobby Lashley is if like
That
he
is
turns
a
into
lie.
Demon.
He beat him. Well, no,
That was
he
a
actually
fluke.
beat Leo Rush.
That was
That makes sense.
So he can't be Bobby Lashley. The only way he could be Bobby Lashley, the Walking Armageddon, is got to be the Demon.
Why do you really like Bobby Lashley like that?
Because
besides the fact that he's black, let's just take that out.
he mad strong.
So is a lot of other niggas.
No.
Like,
He black strong.
I'm just trying to-
I can't relate to like country strong. I'm not from the country. I can relate to black strong.
What do you mean? Finn is from Ireland.
Exactly. I'm like, you know, probably from like he's a herd of sheep. He probably was a shepherd or something like that. I know what people in Ireland do.
Yo, you just say marriage shit this whole episode, son.
Super problematic.
No. Because I fuck with the Irish, you can't be saying that.
They black too. They black people because back in the day they was like considered white.
So then, how you gonna sit here and say you don't relate to? I get it. It's okay.
I can't relate to a guy that I can't be like slim like. Actually, I could. Not the point.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The
I'm
only
glad you
way,
put yourself.
only
Like,
way that Finn could be Bobby Lashley is become the Demon. If he's not the Demon, he's just regular Finn. He's just Finn.
Man, that entrance
Wait, why
once
is he
again.
black when he's the demon?
Huh?
Because he's black when he's the demon?
No.
Desert you. All right, let's talk about the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Women's Tag Team title match. Actually, this is one of the matches I'm actually really excited about. So you have the Boston Hug connection of Sasha Banks and Bayley, reigning champions, versus the Divas of Doom, Natalya and Beth. The return of Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, versus the Iconics, versus Nia Jax and Tamina. will we see new tag team
Yes.
champions?
No.
Because you know what? Tamina deserves her WrestleMania moment. She just did the podcast with Lillian Garcia. So you know what that means? She's gonna have her moment. And you know what? Nia needs 2 WrestleMania moments. Because it's Nia. Because she ain't have fucking access. Disrespecting my boo.
Not yet. She might
Not
be
yet.
somewhere else. You just gotta be on the lookout.
Exactly.
There's mad people everywhere. Like, oh, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Everybody's gonna be everywhere. You never know.
Jonathan saw her at SummerSlam, took a picture with her, bought her flowers and candy.
Wait, he bought her flowers and candy?
Yeah, and wore her hat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he went on.
That's just like, yo, Jenna, every time she sees Sasha Banks, she bring her a gift. I'll be like, what? What are you doing?
There's laws against people like that.
No.
Stop talking about Jenna like that. She good.
I wasn't. I was just saying, I think
Talking about him.
it's cool. All right, so we have, let's talk about Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Nah, he putting Drew over.
Yeah.
He's putting Drew over.
I do see Drew
He's
winning.
putting Drew's time.
But
Drew
he can't
McIntyre is the king.
He survived cancer. Like, he can't make guys so I can't.
No! He's a Scottish king. This is his kingdom.
First of all, I hate the fact that fucking Michael Cole every fucking week on Raw be like the Scottish Slayer or something. I'd be like, what?
But he said the same thing about Sasha Banks. Because the boss.
The boss time. Like, what the?
Oh,
my
what's your
God.
favorite? Vintage Cena. Vintage.
Like, yo, I just.
Yeah, what does he say? He
cannot.
said vintage, boss time. He said a lot of
He
like.
says a lot of like just random stupid shit all the time.
I kind of miss JBL.
But hold on. The Scottish king
I agree.
is gonna take his kingdom.
Drew's going to win. I agree.
Because there's no more yard. There's no more yard.
This is not Braveheart.
This is a kingdom.
This is not Braveheart.
No, I fucks with Drew McIntyre, son.
I agree.
I fucks with
I'm
Drew.
with you on that.
This is his kingdom.
Okay, all right.
His kingdom.
Actually, let's talk about the King of Kings. We have Triple H versus Batista. That was a good ass segue, and I don't care what anyone says. You have Triple H versus Batista in a no holds barred match. But if Dave fucking Batista wins, then Triple H must retire.
Okay, like.
So we all know Trips is winning. So I just want that to be very clear.
No, what if Batista wins?
Nigga, I'm drinking. I am drinking.
Why?
Because, like, Triple H's career over, like, fuck
Yes! He's an executive. Nigga, sit on your couch.
Fuck outta here.
Get this money.
Exactly.
And move WWE even more forward into the future.
Fuck out of here.
What's next?
The present, the past, the future.
Yo, I love that little intro shit. It gets better, I feel like, every, 3 years. What else do we have left before we talk about the kind of, main events? Well, I guess we
Shane
are
versus the
there.
Miz.
AJ
Randy.
versus Randy Orton.
I'm excited
You
about
got
this match.
Indy versus WWE
I'm excited.
homegrown.
I'm excited. It's going to be such a good match.
Did AJ win last year?
No. Yes, he did because he beat Nakamura, and that was when Nakamura turned. So he did win. AJ did win last year. He did
AJ's
retain.
winning. AJ's winning.
I do see AJ
Because
winning.
AJ signed up. I gotta go AJ.
All right, and then we have The Miz versus Shane
The Miz.
McMahon in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
The Miz.
Yeah, he's
Will
on
The
his
Miz
babyface
have
face.
redemption?
He's on a babyface run.
Yeah.
I watched the show.
Oh, it show does. So if you watch Miz and Mrs., it does come back on USA, I do believe, next week.
I caught up on Love and Hip Hop, by the way.
Wait, which one?
Both of them, Miami and New York.
So what did you think? Did you think Safari? I know this is off topic. What did you think about Safari though? Did you think he was wrong? I thought he was a fucked up individual for not having that conversation with Joe.
No, he's a fucked up individual for not having that conversation with Joe. But I understood where he was coming from. And on the overall aspect, because you know how people are trying to play your girl, and you truly care about her, so you're gonna keep that business to yourself.
You want to protect it, and you know what? But don't lie. Don't sit here and lie and be like.
But I understand where Joe's coming from because we're friends.
Right.
And I understand your situation, but you understand the situation between your girl and my girl. Like, bro, you've been to my house, you held my baby, nigga,
That's why I felt the way.
So I understand. Joe was right, but I'm empathetic in some way towards Safari's situation.
Yes, because he wants to protect his shorty, and that's commendable.
He's very protective of
and
his
that's
shorty.
great.
I really don't like Rich Dollars though.
But when Rich slid across that table, I said, ooh, Rich out here sliding the profiler. Okay.
Yeah, I like what Rich did. Though.
But it was because I get it, but it's just like I get it, but I don't. I get it in a sense where if I ask you something as a friend, why lie about it?
Well,
it's the principle.
No.
It's not even the fact that I want to smash Erica.
No, B. If Leo used to fuck with my girl, and now now me and her are about to get married type of shit. I'm in love with her, and he just comes out of it trying to ask questions because Leo just want to find out information. I ain't telling him. Why aren't they telling you?
No,
nigga?
but I just feel like
fuck out of here.
But I feel like if Leo would have asked you, minus all cameras, all glitz and glamour shit, if Leo would have asked you, so you fucking my old bitch, and you said no, but you were, that man got every right to feel away about that.
Privately, yes,
that's what Rich said.
No, it wasn't private. It was on camera, B.
No, Rich said when they had that scene in the club, Rich said, "Did I not ask you previously?
Who cares? No.
If you were dating Erica."
The thing about it, he felt like it comes in some type of way. You know your shorty's past, so you try to keep everything to yourself at this point.
Yeah, but if you shorty was out here thotting and bopping, you gotta take that L.
All right, my bad guy.
Sorry for the reality.
Look, do you be jumping up and down when they be doing shit?
Yeah. You know, I get
Dramatic
excited.
as
You be
fuck.
crossing your legs like.
I ain't flexible enough for that.
Oh, I forgot you got thick ass legs.
Yeah.
Pause. Like I said, you got thick ass.
Cross your legs and shit.
I didn't cross my legs.
I feel like you gonna pop your pants.
No, like cross it.
He means saying
Oh,
Indian
in this
style.
on this chair, no. I can do it on the floor.
Oh.
Anyway, all right, so we are at the top of the card. Let's talk about, I feel like the one that's not getting as much shine, but it is happening. You have the Universal Championship match of Brock Lesnar versus Seth freaking Rollins. Is Rollins gonna walk out as the new Universal Champion?
Yeah,
Or
he
will
is.
Brock
He has to,
pull out his big dick and say, haha, got you again?
No.
Nah, they tried to set the tone for the next season. So
No. And I
Okay.
think Brock is going to SmackDown. That's the rumors going around right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Go against who though?
They're trying to put him on low-key, put him on SmackDown.
Well, they want to put, that's what I said, they want to put all the top people, they want to put people that people will want to watch. But Brock got to show up though. Like, if you're going to put him on SmackDown.
And also, they got to move SmackDown from Friday to Thursday.
They are, I read something that this is like a trial thing to have it on Friday, but they intend to move it on a different day.
Yeah, because Fridays are stupid.
Friday is a dumbass day. But we have the Kofi Mania. It's happening. So we have Daniel Bryan versus Kofi, 11 years in the making, guys. Kofi Kingston getting his title shot.
I think
Are we
he
going
wins.
to see?
I think he wins.
Are we going
Legends will
to see
explode.
the first black WWE champion with the
Rock
title?
was black. Let's not do that to The Rock, B. Let's not do this to him, son. He was black.
I mean, for that belt, the title, the actual.
Universal title. Let's say Universal title, right?
That's not
Let's
Universal,
not.
WWE.
But
Well, that's like the first
but-
ever black WWE champion. Because there had been a first ever black WWF champion. That was The Rock.
Okay.
No, because Rock won that shit in headline.
Oh
Mania.
shoot, Undisputed Championship. That was WWE Undisputed Champion.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't win the WWE champion regular.
Oh, we getting technical. I love it.
I have
I'm all
to.
here for
Well, the red
technicality.
belt, the black person ain't win yet.
But the WWE champion, dang, The Rock did win.
He won all of them.
He won, yeah.
So the
he
red
won.
champ, the red belt, the plastic looking one,
Yeah.
Kofi will be the first black one. Because you know what? We gotta understand.
You gotta understand the
The Rock is black.
terminology.
Okay, look. Kofi was the first ever black Grand Slam champion.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because,
He won the Raw Tag Team champion.
yeah. And
And IC champion and
US champion.
And a US champion.
Rock never had a U.S. championship.
Never.
No. Well, I mean, I feel like they had levels of different Grand Slam champions, actually.
And I think the Rock never had the European
because
championship.
when you think of, but that's what I'm saying, they have different eras of Grand Slam champions. Because look at when fucking HBK did it, he didn't have U.S. title. There was no U.S. title. There was, you know what I mean? Like,
IC, the tag, and the WWE. So that time, yeah.
But will we see Kofi win?
We praying.
Yeah.
We praying.
Like the black community.
I've said, listen, even if you just give me 48 hours, I'm cool with it.
Let him lose. I'm fine with him.
I'm fine with him losing on Tuesday. Like, be clear. Like, I am okay with that. But the black wrestling little girl fan in me would love to just see, Kofi get to the mountaintop and really, really have that moment. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's not even about, it's now probably more than ever that the moment is not about him. It's not about New Day. It's about the fucking culture.
It's about the culture.
It's about the culture. And I think I'm telling you, as wrestling fans, as a all black podcast that talks about wrestling, that breathes, that loves wrestling the way that we do.
I think I might cry.
This is definitely in that type of realm of like when you talk about, as a wrestling fan, when you talk about like when honestly when Barack won the first time, and you were just like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like this historic type of thing, and I just
the Rock, the F5,
and I feel like this is it. Like this is what we've.
That's what we've been waiting for, man.
That's what we've been waiting for.
That's what we've been waiting for. So
and you know what? Even no bullshit. Even if he doesn't win, I think just him having the opportunity.
Nah.
No Booker T.
It's not about Booker T.
No Booker T.
Y'all gotta get over that.
And Booker T got me on commentary.
I gotta get the fuck over that.
Booker T got me on commentary.
We can't get over that, B.
I gotta get over that shit.
No, because you love Triple H.
I gotta get over that shit. I wasn't. You know what's crazy?
It was like it was a minor racist and an old school racist. Both calling nigga.
I fucked with Booker T more. I feel like WCW than WWE. So that's why to me it never was like oh my god thing. It was just like
he brought that big belt title. He brought it up for WCW.
And plus, to be honest, if he didn't have that fucking rivalry with Austin, would we really be talking about it?
Yes.
Because he had a rivalry with The Rock.
And would we
It was Bookend versus Rock Bottom.
Exactly, that was fire.
with the same fucking move.
No. Booker T does with his knees.
No, it is the same.
No.
Fucking
Stop
move.
breaking kayfabe.
The same
It's
move,
not the
bro.
same move.
And it's
It's
not
the
breaking
Bookend
kayfabe.
versus the Rock
It's not
Bottom.
breaking kayfabe.
No,
If you watch clear as fucking day,
I'm not listening to you.
it is
I'm
the
not
same
listening
like
to
when niggas sit here and talking about the RKO.
It's
Guess
different.
what? It's a fucking
No,
diamond
it's different.
cutter.
It's different.
Guess,
It's the
guess the
swag.
fuck what?
Like,
It's
different.
a
Like
diamond
how he
cutter.
positions
It's
body.
the
It's
same
different.
shit.
It's not.
No,
It's
it's
the
not.
same shit.
No, it's not. No, it's
So y'all
not.
gotta get over that.
So you're saying
not.
that Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Stunner is the same thing?
No.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
it's not.
stunner.
No, it's
No, it's
not.
not.
It's a
No, it's not.
stunner.
It's different. It's
Like,
not.
what's
It's
the
different.
difference of
Because
it?
not.
Kevin Owens do not go in the guy's face after he stuns him. Boom.
It's a different.
But it's a stunner though.
Yup.
No, but
I'm talking.
it's different power levels. Different power levels.
About the.
Different power
You talking
level.
about like the beginning.
Ken Hadouken is not the same thing as Ryu's
Exactly.
Hadouken.
I don't know
Ryu's
what the
Hadouken.
fuck that is,
Exactly.
so I can't sit here. I will
Exactly.
not sit here and agree
Exactly.
or disagree because
They both got a
I
Hadouken,
don't
but it's a
want-
different type of Hadouken.
I don't
different.
fucking know what the fuck.
Ryu's
that is, so I don't
Hadouken
give
is
a
not the
fuck.
same thing as Ken's
It's
Hadouken.
different.
It sounds fake as fuck, both of them. So fuck it.
Talking about the book and the Rock Bottom, it's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
The bookend and the Rock Bottom is not the same
low
thing.
key, just like low key, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Fucking Mark Merrill's TKO is a modified F5.
No, it's
It's
not.
not.
No, it's not.
It's like saying that Big Show's chokeslam is the same as Kane's chokeslam.
Exactly.
This is a fucking choke.
No.
Y'all
You
serious?
said that you saying that Matt Hardy's twisted fate is a diamond cutter.
What? No, it's
No,
not.
it's- that's not it.
That's not.
That's not it.
That's way
No,
different.
saying that's what you're saying.
It's like
No,
you're
I'm
saying.
not saying that.
It's like you're saying that the Rock Bottom's DDT is the same
Matt
thing as-
Hardy's Twist of Fate is like, it low key is like a reverse DDT almost in a sense. So it's nowhere near a fucking.
Reverse DT.
It kind of like because of how he spins them.
Yeah.
He spins the person and he like, but it definitely is not a
No,
fucking.
no. Do not
Definitely
listen.
not a
It's
diamond
like saying
cutter at
that.
all.
It's like saying that the young
But a choke
buck.
slam is a choke
No, it's
slam. I
not.
just want to be very
No, it's
clear
not.
with
It's
that.
like the Young Buck super kick, the same thing as Shawn Michaels super kick.
It's not the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Super kick is a super
No, it's
kick.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's
So
not.
that's like saying, so Dolph Ziggler's super kick is not the same super kick as
No.
HBK?
No.
No,
No.
different swag.
No, the swag is different.
Different
Outta
drip.
here.
Drip comes out.
And
Fuck.
HBK goes higher.
Yeah.
And he's
Fuck
dripping
outta
with the
here.
sexy.
Yeah.
He's
Fuck
dripping with
outta
the
here.
sexy.
Different
He
Different
dripping
drip.
because he's dripping because
Different
he
drip.
got all that alcohol in him and he dripping all that fucking
He's
alcohol out of
he's
him.
been saved.
Yeah,
He's been saved.
but the time you're talking
No,
about,
he's been saved.
that nigga
He's been
was
saved for a while.
That nigga
He's
was
been saved.
on
Don't disrespect.
one.
Don't disrespect God's
He was
child.
on one.
Don't
Everyone is
disrespect
God's
God's
child, and God don't judge.
Yo,
Guess
just
what,
like
my nigga?
yo, shout out to one of 25. He says you have the clothesline, and you have the clothesline from hell.
And
Fucking
no, because that nigga was murdering niggas.
Yeah. They used to flip.
My
It's a
nigga.
flip.
Everybody used to flip.
First of all, when Dean does a clothesline, niggas flip.
Oh, someone else said this. A girl said this. The powerbomb versus Batista bomb.
Different.
It's that powerbomb versus Batista
Batista
bomb.
bomb.
Different. Different.
Still a powerbomb.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's a Batista bomb.
It's exactly.
Fuck out of here. So wait, so you're telling me that the Sable bomb is not the same as the Batista bomb?
Because it's the staple bomb.
It's the Sable bomb.
Different swag, different drip.
It goes back to what I said.
You guys are focused more on the execution of it instead of the actual technical fucking term of it.
No.
A fucking powerbomb
No.
is, guess what? Ding, ding, ding. a
Ryu
fucking
Hadouken
powerbomb.
is the same thing as Ken
So we're
Hadouken.
going to say that an elbow from the top rope, whether it is Macho doing it, Kyrie Sane's little ass doing it, or Bailey's little ass doing
different.
it, is
It's
different.
Different. When CM Punk would do the elbow drop, it's the same thing as Macho Man because it's tribute to him.
It's not the same, no.
It's a tribute.
Kyrie
It's a
Sane
tribute.
does it because
No.
of Macho. Are you kidding me?
No, she gets up higher.
Yeah, she gets up higher. She like
she's
this.
smaller.
First of
Yeah.
all, she doesn't get up higher. Macho would do it from the fucking literally. Everyone does it from the top fucking rope.
No,
So
no.
what do you
No,
mean?
no, it's not the same
And
thing.
he's
It's the
taller.
Same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Anyway,
It's just
so-
like Kevin Owens frog splash versus Eddie's frog splash. Different.
My
It's a
nigga,
Kevin
that
Owens
is-
frog
That
splash.
is a fucking frog splash.
I think we should end the show soon because
End of story.
you know she doesn't understand the difference in these
It's different.
things.
No,
It's
what you
different.
don't understand is the technicality
No,
of these things.
like I said, it goes
Once
back to the
again,
Hadouken.
You guys are,
Oh,
once again,
prime
I
example.
don't fucking know what that is. Once again, I don't know what that is.
Street Fighter.
Better example. It's
See, I almost said Dragon
it's
Ball
like
Z. I'm
there's a
saying,
difference.
fucking
You go into the American announce table and the Spanish announce table.
Nigga, it's still a
No, it's
table.
not.
No, it's not.
It's different.
The Spanish House table is where
So
everybody
you
gets power
already know.
bombs.
First of
Yes.
all, you
Yes.
already know niggas is gonna do the Spanish announce table because when they introduce the fucking show, they always say, "And going to my colleagues at the Spanish announce table." You already knew
It's
niggas was
different.
going through that
No,
table.
it's different.
then.
It's different. Because when you go to the American one, it's more power.
So let me ask you: is a table a table?
No.
No.
A table is not a table.
No, it's not.
Leo, a table is a table.
Depends on who makes it.
Facts.
Bars.
Facts. It depends on the table.
Bars.
Well, a table is a not.
Like for example,
I'm outta here.
this is Smack
But we
Match.
still have one more match to go
Oh.
to. How are you gonna? So to wrap things up, we do
Exactly.
trade-
German announce table versus Spanish night table. Different announce table.
It's a different announce table, but it's still a table.
The Spanish people making it, the German people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow,
man.
racist.
My man.
That's no.
Thank you.
No, no,
Thank you.
and no. So once again, to Kofi Kingston, we wish you all the best of luck. Please, Lord, because this guy here talking about taking 11 shots. I volunteered and said I would take 3 of those 11 shots because I know my brother won't make it. So we are a tag team. So I am gonna help him. But and then we have the triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship match. We have Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch versus the new SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte's winning.
Becky's winning.
I see Becky winning. As much as I'm not a fan of Becky, but
Charlotte.
I definitely see Becky going to the red brand and making a statement there. But once again, if you are not going into the freezing cold, possibly
So you're saying that how that Dominican just like a
Puerto Rican?
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
it's Spanish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Racist.
How is that racist?
Racist.
Talk about Dominican just like a Puerto Rican.
I didn't say just like it. I said they're both Spanish. I didn't actually say that. So if you're gonna say what I said, say what I said.
Racist, man. It's like
How is that racist?
It's like saying that.
That's because she loves her Spanish poppies.
No,
It's
actually,
like saying that
I'm
Guyanese and
not.
Trinidad is the same thing.
I don't.
Lies.
Yeah, lies.
She's married.
What Spanish nigga I like?
She's married to Puerto Rican.
Yep.
Nah, no, I'm not.
She's married to Puerto Rican.
No, I am not.
I mean, we could do that.
What?
Ooh, actually, we
You
can
married a Puerto Rican?
do anything.
You married a Puerto Rican man?
No.
Oh,
You said
shit.
that. You just said I couldn't say.
That's
you said
mad
that.
funny. But
You just said that.
as I was saying, you guys, if you're not going to MetLife and you're here in New York and you want a good time and you want to have some fun and you want to meet Al Snow and Val Venus and a whole bunch of friends, come through Legends. Doors will open at, I want to say 3:30, 4 o'clock. Pre-show is at 6. And once again, we will be there live and in color. So please come out and support. I want to thank literally every single person that has RSVP, that has reposted, retweeted, has told a friend to tell a friend about our festivities that are starting from this Saturday going all the way through to next Sunday. We as the Jabateers Podcast cannot do half of the things we do without your love and your support. So we thank you. Those that are watching on live feed, we thank you every week for tuning in. It is not easy for you. It's not easy for you guys, so definitely it's not easy for us. But we want to always say our thanks to you guys. We hope that you guys enjoy the weekend that we've created. It has been a long road coming. Looking back a year ago, it has been a long and very tremendously crazy year. But once again, we thank everyone that has supported us and that has been there, that's bought a shirt, that has come to a viewing party, that has been to a show with us and told, gave someone a Jabateer sticker. We thank you. So once again, we have this Saturday at Katra Brunch and Video Games with LAX. Then we have Wednesday, we will be at Battle Club Pro, so we will not be recording, so you will be missing us next week. This is why we did our prediction show this week. And then Thursday, Wale Mania. If you haven't gotten your tickets, there are still tickets. If you are in the New York area, Ticketmaster and at the Sony Hall Theater box office, no fees, you're welcome. And then Friday night, NXT viewing party. We have a lot of special guests coming that are not going to the show but are coming through. And then Saturday, we have our Supercard G1 viewing party and after party. So look out for more information on that. And then we are ending it off with our big Super Bowl size event, WrestleMania 35 viewing party with Al Snow, Val Venus, and friends. I do want to throw a special shout out to my brother behind the camera. You can't see him anymore, but if you guys don't know, Sir Wilkins has been doing these viewing parties for over 7 years. We would not be in any position without him taking that step forward and creating a community that can come and watch wrestling at a bar, drinks, food. So I personally want to thank my brother and my best friend for doing, all the work that he's done. He doesn't get as much credit as he should. So I definitely wanted to just do this for him, this quick little shout out for him. But once again, thank you everyone. Thanks to Leo, thanks to Mr. Black for always dealing with all of our shenanigans as well. We hope to see everyone within the next week or so. Once again, if you do not already, please follow the Jabateers Podcast Instagram page, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you do want a shirt for Wale Mania or for any of WrestleMania week festivities, please DM or message Mr. Black directly. He will get you guys all hooked up with that. So as always, along with Mr. Black and Sir Wilkins, I am Janelle from HR. We hope to see you guys here in New York. We hope to see you guys at any one of our events. As that was probably the gayest thing I've seen you do. Hashtag Black Excellence, hashtag we are out.
It's the Jabateers Podcast.